This is John Black, Super Chemist, here to tell you about how I quit smoking. Technically, I haven't quit yet completely, but I do want to give you some tips. Number one is you really have to want to quit. You can't just, you know, want, like everyone wants to quit, obviously, you know what I mean, but everyone wants to be a millionaire. We ain't all millionaires. There's a reason why. So you got to really, really want to be a millionaire. The same with quitting any drug, especially cigarettes. Uh, One thing I do that helps is I put my cigarettes outside, and I only get one at a time. That's my rule. That's my punishment for wanting one is I gotta walk outside, get my coat and hat on or whatever, you know what I mean, or walk 50, 100 feet down the road to get my cigarettes. That really helps because I don't like to go outside in public. I'm like agoraphobic, you know what I mean? That helps big time. Uh, and I only smoke a part of a cigarette each time I smoke. I started that from the get-go. Okay. What I did was the first 3 days. This is almost crucial, man. If the best way to go is just go cold turkey, man. Even if you fall off the wagon, you try it again. Fall off the wagon, try it again. It's a decade process. You know what I mean? But this is how I did it. So I'm going over what I did. The first 3 days, I had cigarette butts, 5, 6 ashtrays or whatever. But I mean, they were like butts that had one hit on them. I didn't smoke any cigarettes except for those butts for 3 days. Okay, I bit the bullet and I said, "Screw it, I'm going to do it," and I did. I had one cigarette each day and the cigarette butts, so that might have come out to like a cigarette and a half each day for 3 days. That took my tolerance down big time. I mean, seriously, especially when you want it. Cause I've been in places where you're not allowed to smoke for months and whatever. And when I get out, I still have a cigarette because I didn't really want it that bad. I want it now. Uh, so, anyways, after the first 3 days, I have always smoked a pack a day. Maybe a little more than a pack. Always around the pack though. And I went from 7 packs a week, that's one pack a day, down to 3.5 packs. After that 3 days, I went down to 3.5 packs a week. I did that for a year. Second year, I tried to go down to 3 packs a week, but I only did that for about half the year, and the other half I did 3.5, so it averaged out to about 3.25 packs a week. In the third year, I went down to 3 packs a week. I learned my lesson from the year before. I was like, I want to do something that's attainable. At least I'm moving forward. You know what I mean? So I went down to 3 packs. Let's see here. The fourth year, I went down to 2.5 packs, right? Then the fifth year, I went down to 2 packs. And this last couple months, I've been down to about 1.75 packs a week. So it's moving slow, but even if I go a quarter pack a week, that's only 1, 2, 3, 4 in 3 years. That's seven more years. So it will have taken me 12 years to quit. But I'm hoping to quit earlier than that. Like I said, last couple of months I've been down to 1.75 packs. Now you can see the 5th year. This is a 5-year process for me. 5 years. And I'm still smoking. But 7 packs a week compared to 1.75, you gotta admit, at least I'm moving forward every year. I'm doing something, you know what I mean? Even if you smoke a pack a day and you say, well, every year I'm going to cut down 1 cigarette a day. You know what I mean? Take you 20, there's 20 cigarettes in a pack, but at least in 20 years you'd be done smoking. You'd be cutting down, you know what I mean? Anybody can cut down 1 cigarette a day, for God's sakes. And smoking a half a cigarette, like when I got done with my 3 days, that was one of my goals. Is when I want a cigarette, I don't smoke it in one sitting. You know what I mean? I smoke a cigarette, and they take me 3, 4 sittings to do it. So even though this first year I went down to 3.5 packs, I was still smoking, 20 times a day. But they were half cigarettes. You know what I mean? So I was really only smoking 10 a day, say. But whatever gets you, you know what I mean? If you did cold turkey, that's the best way, of course. Even if you backslide, the more you do it, the more your tolerance will get down, the more you'll be used to it. And now that I'm down to, less than 2 packs a week, I find that I'm almost ready to start buying just by the pack because, like I said, I'm agoraphobic. I don't like to go to the store to get the cigarettes. So sometimes, especially in the wintertime, because I don't have to go out to work, so I ain't going out for nothing, you know what I mean, if I can help it. And so I might go 3 days without smoking a cigarette because I don't want to leave the house. That and putting them outside, putting the cigarettes outside so it takes, not just out on the porch where you just open the door and it's there. You need some kind of punishment if you're going to do it like I'm doing, cutting down little by little. Each time you have a cigarette, you got to pay the piper. I pay the piper by walking outside, getting all dressed up, walk out in the cold, and walk down the road a little bit and get my cigarettes. Anyways, I hope this could help somebody. I always remember, life is what you make it, so make it great.